Hello, everybody. This was meant to be a 1,000 subscriber special video for the channel, but as you guys can already see, we hit 2,000, which is absolutely crazy to me. I just wanted to start this video off by thanking everyone who watched my videos and decided to subscribe to the channel and kind of give me a chance here, see what I'm talking about, and this amount of support was very humbling and took me aback, especially the support on my Genshin videos, which have been doing very well. So thank you everyone who decided to stop by and show some love to the channel. I really appreciate it. This video is more so for you guys who maybe want to get to know me a little bit better, since I don't talk about myself too much in my videos, which is something I would like to do as we go forward. But this is just going to be a super chill, laid-back sub-special where I talk about a couple things, mainly the Q&A and also kind of the state of the channel, as well as things that people have asked me throughout the channel's lifespan. So it's going to kind of be a little bit of a laid-back mishmash of whatever the heck I'd like to talk about. I wanted to start off by kind of formally introducing myself. My name's Joseph, but my friends call me Joey. I am a bit of a hobbyist by trade, I would say. I like video games, of course, as you guys can tell. I like anime. I've grown up in spaces where both of those hobbies have kind of flourished and become what they are today. So I've been into both since I've been very young. I like to kind of collect and display my interests around my spaces. So as I look around my room right now, it's just littered with game boxes and figures and all these other things, and I like to share my interests with people, which is at the heart of this channel. I love to talk about my interests. I like to share my experiences and how personal they are and important to me, and kind of spread all that love and positivity towards my interests as much as I can. So my video topics have been kind of all over the place, but it's really just a sort of tapestry of all the things that I love and enjoy. It's gonna keep getting a little more mishmashed, I promise. There's just so much I want to cover and talk about because I love these hobbies so much. A couple of my favorite series, we can start with games. Fire Emblem is a big one. I really love Platinum games, character action games, Beautiful Joe, Bayonetta, to name a couple. I'm playing Astral Chain right now. It's freaking incredible. Anything that Platinum has made, I really love. The Persona series, I really like JRPGs. I like stuff that Atlas puts out as well, Catherine. I've also been enjoying visual novels a lot as of late. I've loved the Zero Escape series from the moment I've played 999, but I'm more of an action game girly. I like the Yakuza series a whole lot. That one's like top amazing peak series. I cannot get enough of that. I will play every game front to back, buy it multiple times if there's limited editions in other regions. I'll play it on the harder difficulties, and in some cases I'll try to platinum them, but holy shit, that's so difficult. I also really like Suda51 games, the Kill the Past series, Lollipop Chainsaw, No More Heroes. And moving on to anime, Hajime no Ippo is one of my favorites, Gurren Lagann is my top favorite, Love Live, idol anime, I love idols in general. Bleach is another one of my favorites. I've also really liked the modern shonen landscape, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, kind of reminding me of all the stuff that I grew up with. Naruto was my first anime, so you can kind of understand where I got my roots from. So now let's move on to the questions. So I received a handful of questions, and I'll just kind of be going over them a little thoroughly. The first question comes from Belle, a very good friend, I would argue, one of my best friends. She's drawn a lot of art for the channel and has been an amazing friend throughout the years, so thank you very much, Belle, for being part of my life. Big love you. Belle asks, what is the most memorable video game moment for you? That's a loaded question. I have so many memorable game moments that it's very hard for me to kind of pin down one and think this is the most memorable for me, because even in recent memory, as recent as Hi-Fi Rush, I have so many game memories that I just kind of play over in my head and think, wow, that was such an amazing, beloved experience that will become so important to me moving forward. But if I had to pick a very specific one, it's one in Yakuza 0, which again had a very big impact on me. And it's one that I think a lot of players will miss if they don't do the side content, but it's the moment where Kiryu learns the Legend style, or the Dragon of Dojima style. And to kind of give context to that moment without spoilers, it's not like a big story thing, but after Kiryu defeats the last of the billionaires to kind of reclaim Kamurocho, he has a revelation for the style that will define him for the rest of his life. And it starts to play a remix of the main theme of the entire Yakuza series. And then that moment is capped off by Kiryu doing a high kick and recreates the box art for the original Yakuza game, and the first time I saw it, I got so excited I almost passed out. It's just such a cool, like, little thing, wink and a nod for the people who really love this series, and were like, okay, if this is the prequel game, then when does Kiryu learn the Dragon of Dojima style? So I thought that was one of the most amazing moments in the series, in a series that is filled with, like, incredible, amazing moments. So, next question, Groovitron Nico asks, which, by the way, another one of my amazing beloved friends, big love Nico. Bella and Nico have been part of my life for a very long time, and I love them very dearly. Please give big follows, I love them both. Nico asks, how do you come up with a topic/game you want to cover in videos? Is it just a feeling, TM? So that's a little tricky. I am always thinking of things that I want to do or say in my videos. I have a very long list of things I want to cover, which is kind of tough because I kind of have to narrow things down in terms of what I think will be interesting to talk about or to cover, and lately I've been kind of rolling in smaller topics into my bigger videos. I think bigger videos with like a couple different themes and like overarching concepts have been very fun to make lately. So for example, I wanted to make a video on Vanquish, Platinum Games' Vanquish. I'm not sure if I want to commit to making a very long video about it, but there's something that I really like about the game, and it's the movement. And if I ever talk about a game with like really good movement, maybe I'll just bring up Vanquish in passing and kind of talk about how cool and interesting it is. A lot of the times it is kind of just a spur of the moment kind of thing. Maybe I should talk about this. Sometimes it's also just like I am sitting down and I'm brainstorming what I can work on and what I want to do right now. So it's a mix of both, to answer your question. But lately I've just been kind of hammering things down and like being a little more focused when it comes to the topics and concepts I want to address. So, next question by RX Asus, who is very lovely guy. Enjoy all the stuff that he makes. Drop a follow if you love pretty music, especially violins. He's very talented. Love you, Asus. Big hearts. So, Asus asks, what is one secret fact that most people would never find out about you, even if they were to watch every upload and stream of yours, without getting too personal or invasive, of course? So, one secret fact. I was kind of having a hard time thinking about what to say for this, because I don't really have anything like super secret or crazy about me. My first answer was going to be like, I love trash. Like, I just love trashy anime, trashy games. Any like harem nonsense is like my favorite. Like, it's just junk food for me. I also love like kusoge and like kuso anime. Magical Girl Destroyers is like peak for me this season. But my actual response that I don't think I've ever talked about to like anyone is that one time when I was in like the 4th grade, I broke my arm, and once it healed up, I kind of noticed that my right arm was shorter than my left. I think because I was still a very much growing boy, the growth became a little stunted in a weird way. It's not super noticeable, but like my left arm is just slightly longer than my right. That's my weird secret fact. I don't think I've ever told that to anybody. And now for the final question. I received a question from Ajora, and they say, I really like your input in your videos and would like to hear more from you. I saw you don't have a schedule on Twitch and only make YouTube videos occasionally. Not really a question, but I would really love to see more from you. Hi, thank you for the question. So that's a little tough. Right now, I don't have as much time as I'd like to constantly stream and put up videos like super consistently, as you guys can tell from the upload schedule. I just have a lot going on in my personal life, nothing bad, but you know, a lot of social commitments, a lot of work commitments that kind of prevent me from sitting down and doing this as often as I'd like. I would like to remedy that at some point. I think the best way to keep up with me is probably Twitter. I just kind of tweet about whatever it is that catches my fancy, whatever it is I'm playing. I will stream once in a blue. I used to do it super often, but then I got very burnt out, and then started making YouTube videos here. But I'm trying my best to kind of make sure that I put myself out there as much as possible, and this video is kind of proof of that. So if you'd like to hear more from me, definitely check out my socials. I'm also posting on Instagram as well, like my trips and my other things. I just went to Anime Expo, so that was really cool. Whenever I get the time, I will continue to keep uploading and just making things. I'm having a lot of fun doing that, so you will definitely be hearing more from me in the future, I promise. So I also wanted to cover things that people have asked me in the past, specifically about the channel. A question I get a lot is, where does the channel name come from? So this one's a bit of a left field answer, and it is that the channel name specifically comes from Persona 4 Golden. It is the name of Chie's like social link skill when you ascend her persona for the last time. It's called DragonHustled. It's a group heat riser. It raises all of your stats. I named the channel after that because it's a reference to one of my favorite series, but also it's another sly wink and nod to the Yakuza series. I really love the concept of the dragon tattoo in that game and Kiryu's name as the Dragon of Dojima, and what that symbolizes for him as a character, and I kind of wanted to take that philosophy into the spirit of this channel, and I think dragon tattoos are very cool. Speaking of which, another question I get a lot is, who is the girl on the thumbnail? That is Himawari. She is the channel mascot. She was initially conceived as this amalgamation of like all my favorite things, so like pink-haired fox girls. Her name means sunflower. I consider that a good luck charm. The back of her Sukajan has like a dragon tattoo and sunflower, so again, the Yakuza motifs. She looks a lot like Tamamo no Mai, one of my favorite characters, like the eye shape idea from Mika Jogasaki, Idolmaster. She was initially conceived again as this amalgamation of all my favorite things, but then me and my partner had decided to kind of expand her character. For our sakes, maybe we'll do something else with it, but for fun, we decided to redesign her and give her more of a story. So she is actually a shrine maiden named Mika who can transform into a magical girl to exercise spirits because she is a massive loser and wants to live out her power fantasies of being a magical girl. So there's a lot going on there that I maybe would like to intersect with the channel at some point, but for now it's just a kind of for fun thing. She is the face of this channel. I think she is very cute and I love her very much. God bless her dumb soul. Or rather, I like to get art commissioned of her in specific outfits. I think it's very fun to play dress up with her in a sense like that, and she will not be going away anytime soon. I think she is the spirit of this channel. So, state of the channel. We're not going away anytime soon. I'm going to keep chugging along for as long as I can do this. I do want to continue streaming at some point. It's just very difficult, again, with the limited time I do have to work on stuff. I'm not going to give away any future video ideas because I have this mental timeline that keeps getting interrupted depending on what I feel very passionate about at the moment. I will say I have a Fire Emblem Awakening video in the very early stages of development. I've started the script, basically. I've been trying to finish this video for a very long time, but there are other topics that keep capturing my attention, so I keep pushing it back. From then onward, it's gonna be a little bit of a mix-up. I'm gonna hopefully surprise you guys with some interesting things. I'm gonna make another Genshin video, of course. I want to keep taking big creative risks with this channel because I feel like I am still at a point where I can do that and be okay with that. So, future's looking very interesting for the channel. I am very excited to just keep pushing stuff out, working with artists, doing amazing things, and taking big creative risks as this channel hopefully continues to grow and flourish. And I can't thank you guys enough for showing support for all of that. I am partnered, which is insane. I'm earning money from this, which is also insane, that I'll just be putting back into the channel if I can help it. And it's like, wow. Thank you guys so much. I just can't thank you guys enough for showing support for the channel. If you guys have any more questions or things you'd like to ask me, just leave a comment or something. I'll be sure to reply if I get the chance to that. And I wanted to close out this video by thanking Seraphim Lux for the artwork on the thumbnail in this video. It's gorgeous. It was done in the panty and stocking style, and she really knocks it out of the park. I really enjoy all of her artwork and everything she does. So if you feel so inclined, please drop a follow on her socials. I love her work. Thank you, Lux. And with that, I think we are good to call it a day. Take care of yourselves, stay gold, and I'll see you next time.